Hey folks, here Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to yet another Thursday live stream. Oh wow, there are so many people who have joined memberships today. I can see Ambuj, Ashish, then Srinivas, then PM P Murthy Raja, and Jay Ambe Studio. Okay, welcome to memberships. New specs. Yes, these are my new specs. These are my meta glasses. Trying newer things. I am someone who loves technology, and I keep on trying and explore what is new in different technologies. So this is the Gen 2 Meta AI. This is not a paid promotion. This is just someone asked. Anjit ji asked. I think, oh, so many people are asking. Mega is asking, and Prasanna is asking new glasses. I know. Otherwise, I use those. What do we say? Rimless glasses, and Achalak said this big black glasses now. But I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. It's a bit heavy on the nose, but becomes so easy. I was typing something today. I got a call. I said, "Hey, Meta, answer the call," and the person was talking to me. I was just continuing my work. So otherwise, I would have picked up my phone. One hand was busy like this, typing, or I would have been required to use my earphones, headphones, whatever. Now I can listen directly with the glasses. I can listen to music through my glasses. So something new, just exploring this set of technology, right? But today we are not here for technology. Today we are here to understand about gold and about silver, and the fact that could we see some nice rally in gold and in silver. But why did gold and silver come into limelight is what we'll discuss. How much does it cost? I don't know the exact cost as of now, because the one who is the dealer, he knows me for so many years. He said just try it out for a few days and I'll give you the bill, is what he said. But to what I've seen on the internet, it's somewhere around 50,000 rupees. Is it expensive? It is expensive. No second thoughts on that. But this is my, I always talk about this, right? Luxury, wants, needs. So for me, my other needs, other wants are like very negligible. I mean, I have a lot of female friends who love buying extremely expensive bags. One of my friend has a bag of like what? Just a normal handbag, which has some fancy tag, Gucci or whatever. I've seen them buying 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 rupees bags. For me, I know the bag is like Lenovo bag. It's free. So, I mean, I am that type. I don't spend a lot on shoes, on bags, and on clothes a lot. But technology, I love it. So, yes, this is my luxury spending, I must say that. Okay. So anyways, coming back to gold. Okay. So for gold, what we need to understand is, I'm sure everyone has read this in the news, but government has increased the import duty on gold and silver. It was at 6%, and now the import duty has gone up to 15%. What happens because of this? Obviously, the prices rise and people are indirectly discouraged to buy gold and silver. Now, why did government do this? Everyone knows that our overall import bill is on a rise. Our imports are rising, and because of which our forex reserves are slipping. Has this? I mean, can this be quantified? Answer is yes. And for that, if you see India forex reserves, you can see that the high point was around $728,000 million. From $728,000 million, it has gone down to $691,000 million. So is there a very clear downfall in our forex reserves? Answer is yes. Now, which is the topmost importing item for us, because of which there is a forex outflow? The topmost importing item, I'm sure everyone knows. Quickly, if you can give me the answer in the comment section. Quick answer in the comment section if some. What is wrong? Why can I see only half a part of the screen right now? 1 second. Stop sharing. Eh? 1 second. Now it is better. Yes. So crude oil, absolutely yes. Maximum people have given the correct answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people have given back-to-back quick answers. Crude oil is the highest importing item for us. Is this essential? Yes. Be it petrol, be it diesel, be it ATF, be it something like a byproduct or an ingredient of or a processed item from crude, which will be required as a raw material for maybe the paint industry. Paint industry requires crude oil. Tires requires crude oil. Fertilizers requires crude oil. There are so many different products where crude oil is essential, and that is the reason why we curbing crude oil can be comparatively a bit difficult. So what can be a better alternate for that? It could be reducing the import of crude and reducing the import of gold and silver, right, rather than crude. And that could be one of the reasons why, to discourage imports of gold and silver, what our government chose is to increase the import duty on gold and silver, right? That is the second highest importing item for us, and automatically what happens is that, let's say I was buying gold, I'm a trader in gold, assume, and I buy gold at, let's say, 100 rupees. Earlier import duty was whatever, like I told you right now, the exact number also I told you right now, earlier it was 6%. So let's say I used to buy gold at 100 and 6 used to be the import duty. So 106 used to be my purchasing cost, correct? On top I'll add some profit margin and I used to sell it. Now with the new excise duty, 100 plus 15, because now the import duty will be 15%. So 100 plus 15 will be 115, and above that I will charge my profit margin and then I'll sell it, right? So I hope you have understood that my buying cost itself becomes higher. That is the reason why I will be forced to sell at a higher price. That will automatically dissuade the customers from buying more and more, okay? And which is okay. I mean, if I don't buy a gold necklace for the next 1 year, how does it matter? It doesn't matter a lot to me, right? If I don't buy 1 or 2 bangles for a year, doesn't matter, right? If you ask me, then Rachana, even if you don't buy Ray-Ban Meta, doesn't matter. Well, I had bought this before the announcement, okay? So I can say that I didn't disobey, or I did not buy it. I mean, I totally understand about the forex outflow, and I can very happily say that I do contribute to the forex inflow, because the YouTube income that we earn as content creators, that comes in dollars, and the dollars get converted into rupees and then they are paid out to us, right? So I can definitely say that 0.0000001% contribution is at least what I'm giving for bringing in forex also, okay? So anyways, so going to the next discussion is, if we were still to understand about gold, silver on the charts, are the charts showing something very interesting? Answer is yes. Gold, silver, both commodities are showing a breakout. Just to save on some time, I've already drawn the charts, which very clearly indicate breakout, okay? Would it matter for someone who invests in gold, right? So if I'm talking about investing in gold in the electronic format, it doesn't really matter. I mean, gold already is there. The electronic units are already generated and they are just being traded on the stock exchange. So which is absolutely okay. I think the same request I got in the Marathi live stream also. What about how about EGR? EGR does also, I mean, doesn't matter. It's like an electronic gold receipt, right? It's being traded on the exchange. So even if you buy EGR, if you sell EGR, it's absolutely fine. No problem with that, okay? If you want, I mean, Marathi audiences at least requested me a separate video on EGR. I said, sure, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'll try. Maybe it'll not be a very long video, but just a 5-6 minute video on what is EGR. I'll surely try. And would you be interested in knowing more about EGR? If yes, just let me know yes, so that I can just make a separate video on EGRs. Ranjit saying it matters, ETFs are backed by physical gold. But wait, if you're just talking about trading it on the secondary market, let's say 1 kg of gold exists right now, and based on which the units are already there in the market which are being traded. So if you're buying it from the secondary market, how does that matter? It's just that person A is selling to B, B is selling to C, C is again, let us say, selling to someone else. So which is absolutely fine. If you're buying it in the secondary market, it doesn't tantamount to additional outflow. Okay. So the EGRs won't have the impact of increase in duty. We will talk about EGRs in detail. Don't worry at all. Okay. Yogesh, what was your query? Okay, Yogesh, wait. I think it's a bigger query. Let me just quickly complete what I intend to complete about gold and silver charts. So let me quickly share the screen and show you the charts. Okay. Let's go with gold first and gold to dollar. Okay. Very clear. Ekdam clear. It's a downward sloping trend line breakout. I love this. This is one of my favorite chart patterns. For those who have done my webinar on technical analysis, I have told you how can you draw these downward sloping trend line breakouts with Pine scripts as well, right? With deploying some Pine scripts, this will automatically be drawn on different charts, right? So very clear downward sloping trend line breakout. Typically, this becomes the first target in such a case, a bigger previous swing high, and then the ultimate target would be the previous ATH, or the we call that as a pivot high. Okay, in that case, how much could be the upside from here? Let's say we are here, and even if you talk about the first target, it's around 13.5%, and if you talk about the higher target, it's around 20% that could be a possible rally in gold. Okay. What about silver? Now if you just take silver dollars per ounce, I've already drawn this again for those who have done my course on technical analysis, or they have done my course on price action analysis. This is a classic example of VCP, which is a volatility contraction pattern. Now, if you see here, this was a higher volatility than the volatility contracted. Typically, in such cases, we say from the breakout, we use this 14% upside is possible in silver. And if I were to just put this up right here, in that case, for silver also, it will be somewhere around 20%. Okay. Just in case if you're worried, Rachana, you are just showing the gold and silver charts directly without 3 months data. 3 months data restriction applies to stocks, securities, not for, this is US dollar per ounce gold and silver rate. I mean, this is not covered in the circular. Okay. So thankfully, I can at least show you about gold and silver. So I hope this is absolutely clear. Very nice chart patterns seen both in gold and in silver. So it will be interesting to see what could be the overall up move in gold and silver. Both look very interesting right now. I hope you were able to understand. One was a downward sloping trend line breakout. One was a very clear VCP. Now we will talk about Nifty. Nifty has seen a very nice up move in the last 1 or 2 days. I mean, especially today, it was a very nice move. We will talk about that. But before I talk about Nifty, one quick announcement about the option selling webinar. It is going to happen this Sunday. This is batch 3 of the option selling webinar. This is I mean, if you see it very carefully, this is perfect for beginners who lack confidence, who know the concepts. Okay, I know basics of option selling, call seller, put seller, call buyer, put buyer. I know all these basics. I know what is an expiry date trade. But when it comes to actually executing a trade, I'm not sure what strike price I should select. So what I have done in this webinar is that I have backtested 5 years of data, and I'm going to show you with 5 years of backtesting data, how can you gain confidence on what could be the strike price if you were to do options trading. Again, I've mentioned this is for basic, this is for traders who have basic knowledge about options. This is not for people who already are doing pro level option selling. They are already using different strategies, calendar spread, bull put spread, or iron condor, and whatever. It's not for them. It's for beginners who want to gain more and more confidence in basic strategies. This time, what is going to be different from webinar 1 and webinar 2 is that in the first 2 webinars, I've talked only about an expiry day strategy. This time, I'm going to talk about expiry -1 strategy as well. That is the first point of difference. Second point of difference, I was requested last time that if you could actually show So there were two concepts that I discussed. Someone mentioned that I had mentioned about hedging stocks. So someone had requested if I can actually show how to hedge stocks. That will be easier. That will be helpful. So I'm going to show you practically how that can be done as well. And number three, very important. There were a lot of requests that, ma'am, you give us the recording for 7 days, but while watching the recording, if we get some queries regarding what has been covered in the webinar, uh, whom do we contact? So I was requested by a lot of people who watched the webinar that if it'll be great if you can give us some support, not as to take this trade and not that kind of support. If you are wanting, if you are not pretty sure on a specific concept covered in the webinar, if you want to just clarify your doubt, okay, so for 7 days till the recording is live, we will be clarifying your doubts. So these are the three changes that will happen as compared to webinar 1 and webinar 2. I'm just going to quickly repeat. First change is not only an expiry day strategy, it will be expiry -1 strategy as well. Number two, I had talked about options. I had talked about hedging concept as well. I talked about pledging concept. Sorry. So how to pledge is what also I'm going to show you practically. And number three, many people said that it will be great if there can be doubt solving even after the webinar for till the webinar recording is live. So that is also one more change. So anyone who's interested to enroll for the webinar, link is in the pinned comment, is in the description box. Very important, we have limited seats. So anyone who wants to enroll, do enroll today. And of course, everyone knows that if you are enrolling, don't forget to use the coupon code CARRYT. Okay. That's the coupon code for you. You can use that. And now with that, let's move on to Nifty levels. We're going to quickly check Nifty levels, after which we're going to talk about something really, really interesting. I talked about a downward sloping trend line breakout, and we are going to talk about one stock where you have to tell me whether it's a downward sloping trend line breakout or not. Okay. First, talking about Nifty quickly. So till I talk about Nifty, if you don't have any other device with you, ensure that you do have some device with you. Okay, you will love today's discussion again about the downward sloping trend line breakout. Okay, so where was I? This is about Nifty. I'm just going to do an Alt F. I'm just going to check Fibonacci retracement. Where are we right now? Currently, as usual, सालों साल चलते आ रही हमारी level 23,800. That's one level we have been discussing for such a long time. Not सालों साल, बहुत महीने. We have been discussing about this for so many months. 23,800 is a resistance right now, no second thoughts. Once we clear that, then we may move up to the previous swing highs, which were around 24,500. Okay. Let's also quickly check where are we right now placed based on DEMAs. Right now, we'll just quickly go through a 20 days moving average and let's say a 50 days moving average. For 20, I typically use green. I'll just say okay, and here ideally is what is wrong with my colors today. Okay, and I'll say save as default. Okay, right. Let us just quickly shut out 150, 200 DMA. They're not going to be useful right now. They're way higher. Again, where is the resistance? Resistance is at 23,900. The 20 days moving average, 50-day moving average is at 24,113. So two big resistances right up, next up. If we are able to clear that, then I feel another, at least the 20-day moving average, if we are able, because that's very close to the 23,800 mark also, 800, 900, followed by the psychological level of 24,000 and then 24,100. So many, every 100 points, there is some other reason. And then if we are able to clear that, then 24,600 could be possible, which is the previous swing high. Okay. I hope this is absolutely clear. Okay. I'll quickly go to the question answers right now. Yogesh, okay, what was the question? Important inquiry is that my side income to my existing loans. One more. Important inquiry is that shall I transfer my side income to my existing loans, which are at a concessional staff rate, as I'm a government bank employee, or invest that money in SIP? Total liabilities 1 CR. Okay. Two quick questions, Yogesh. 1 CR, does that bother you? Is that something which makes you a little bit, which puts you a little bit at discomfort, that 1 crore liability, it's a big liability on me? If that be so, please don't think about anything else. What is the opportunity cost? Is that mental piece is extremely important. If you feel that I'm okay with up to 50, 60 lakhs, but not 1 crore, if the number 1 crore, which is definitely a big one, if that bothers you, you can definitely consider part paying your loan, okay, even if it is at concessional rate. Now, if that doesn't bother you, you're like, okay, theek hai, not a big deal, I'm okay with that, I can repay it. Then you will have to tell me at what concessional rate have you gotten this loan. If you have got this loan at, let's say, a concessional loan rate of whatever 5%, 6%, then without any doubt, mathematically, you should be putting it in a something basic thing, be it a Nifty index fund or a Nifty next 50 index fund. This is logic. You mathematically have a probability of earning higher. But as I said, finally, it's mental peace. If you are not able to get that, mental peace is above everything. Okay. Acha, Sage More is saying that, Acha, Revant is saying that I am sure it is a housing loan given by banks at 4% rate with no compound. Oh man, 4% with no compound interest. I would have not knocked it off. I would have kept it as is, and I would have put that money in something like a Nifty 50 index mutual fund, Nifty next 50 index mutual fund. It's a no-brainer. 4%, that too with no compounding. If that be the case, it's a no-brainer. Any other quick questions? Here to answer. Achha. If you have any questions, you can put it. Otherwise, achha, we also get the same at ONGC. Kya baat hai? Nice. ONGC Oil India, your stocks are doing pretty much, are in limelight. You can also check. Achha, he talked about ONGC. That was not the stock that I was going to talk about. Can you check the chart for ONGC? Everyone check the chart for ONGC, and I'll tell you what is to be checked. I will. I'll show you one minute. March. Okay. Last 3 months data deleted. Now let us check ONGC. Okay. Share. Right. Now if you check this ONGC, look at the chart. This was the high in 2014, September 2014. And after that, look at the correction. The stock went down by almost 80%. After which the stock started to rally again and it broke this level. But I always say this in technical analysis. Don't look only at the breakout candle. Always try to see for a confirmation candle. There was no confirmation. There was a very, very textbook pattern kind of a evening star, followed by again a confirmation on a downward side. Evening star itself is a confirmation. Still a bigger candle. The stock went down. And right now, I don't know, this is February candle. So what you have to check whether there is a breakout at 306 level or not, or is it just approaching it? So you have to just quickly tell me in the comment section, approaching or breakout. Because if it's again, and if it's a breakout, you have to always track breakout, confirmation candle, both done with volumes, without volumes, everything has to be checked. But right now you can just tell me approaching or breakout for ONGC. Yes, absolutely, you're right. Don't be in such a quick thing. One is saying approaching, one is saying breakout. Approaching, it is just approaching. Breakout, there can't be any. I mean, it's a very simple, plain vanilla answer. Everyone, please check it carefully. Whenever I say breakout has to be done on a closing basis, not in an intraday, intra-week, intra-month basis. It has to be on a closing basis, correct? Now I'm getting some, I'll not say correct or wrong, whatever answers. Okay, right. But if you look at the chart very clear, it's such a simple one to answer. Okay. Okay, understanding about, yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. But once oil prices start coming down, ONGC will also come down. Very true. Okay. One stock that I had in my mind, I wanted everyone to check is Bank of Baroda. Today I was just studying this stock and I found something interesting in this stock. I want you all to tell me. Unfortunately, I can't tell you the levels here because everything is within 3 months. I want you all to check whether there is a downward sloping trend line breakout or not. Okay. 27th February चालू कर. March, April, May. No. Okay, I can just say that the 52-week high is at 27th February, which is a fact. 27th February is a 52-week high. We call that as a pivot high. From that, draw a downward sloping trend line where you join the lower highs. It should start from the 52-week high in this case, which is on 27th of February, and join the lower highs. And you have to tell me whether there is a breakout, yes or no, for Bank of Baroda. He's saying BOB declining trend. But is there a downward sloping trend breakout or not? That's my question. Everyone is studying. No quick answers right now. Till then, Shashank says, should I hold or liquidate? Uday Kotak made a scary statement. If you are in good profits in some stocks, I mean, I am following that. If stocks wherein I am in good profits, some stocks I have actually booked profits in some. Okay, but I'm not holding on to 100% of the stocks right now. I'm booking profits, some profits here and there. Not the entire lot though. Meenakshi is saying near breakout. Okay, only one answer till now. No other answer. People are confused with Bank of Baroda. Only one answer. Okay, Meenakshi has given the full form. Near breakout. Okay. Okay. Others, everyone study. Just breaking out maybe. So two answers. At least one is near breakout, just breaking out maybe. So very close or whatever. Everyone study that chart. No breakout. So maybe it's very close to a breakout, or what I get as a sense. Because near breakout, just breaking out, no breakout, no. So just check, just draw the line, and you will only be able to understand how the chart is placed right now. Okay, homework for you. Try and check it properly, and you will get the answer. Okay. Well, that is it from my side. As far as the EGRs are concerned, I will try and make a separate video. I'll try most probably tomorrow to make a short video, 5 to 6 minutes video on EGR. And I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye.